LUM has made a night and day difference, really a life and death difference for many people in this greater Lafayette community in the last 50 years. You think of the homeless services, you think of financial assistance, think of children that have been nurtured and encouraged, think of programs that no longer exist, that's met people where they really needed to be met. Lafayette Urban Ministry has adapted to those needs over the last 50 years and helped tens of thousands of people. LUM has evolved a lot in 50 years through a variety of programs. LUM originally was focused on transportation issues related to aging and concerns for urban youth. We don't do much for people with aging anymore. We don't do much with transportation anymore. But now we do a lot more with services for those who are experiencing homelessness. We have an immigration clinic, we have an ID clinic. There's a lot of other programs that have cropped up. I think Lafayette Urban Ministry has done an excellent job of keeping their fingers on the pulse of the community. What are the real needs? What are the gaps that are there? And are we able, as this effort of all of these different organizations and all these different individuals, are we able to meet that need? And so many times we have risen to the occasion and met that need.
Through the years, Lafayette Urban Ministry has not only done a great job of helping to feed the hungry, but we've also asked, why is there hunger? And we've impacted hunger policy. So a lot of people may not know that Lafayette Urban Ministry was the prime mover behind Indiana's taking on the free lunch program in public schools all across the state.
I think LUM keeps its fingers on the pulse of the community by just listening to our clients and to our community partners and seeing what's happening. So kind of the real-time situations, the anecdotal stuff. But we also, over the years, have done some pretty academic research on the community and what are the needs, what are the best practices to meet those needs. Both the anecdotal and the academic kind of make a potent combination so that LUM is able to address needs in a way that make a significant difference.
LUM is not a discussion society. We don't sit around and talk for years and years and years about whether we should do something. We see a need. We think we know how to impact it and make it better. And if it needs to be changed down the road, well, then we alter it down the road a little bit.
Lafayette Urban Ministry is not afraid to stop doing things. We don't do clothing anymore. That was a big part of what Lafayette Urban Ministry did, because there are others in the community that are doing clothing and giving out clothing and doing it better than we did. So when we see that need is now being met in other places, we're happy to say, bless you, keep running with that, and we're going to try to keep our eyes on the things that really need to be done that no one else is doing.
I have every faith that the leadership that's there now, both on the staff level and the board level, will continue to act out of a place of faith. It will come from a place that will give that cup of cool water and that crust of bread, but it will also challenge the powers and principalities of whoever's around 50 years from now.
If you look at the last 50 years of Lafayette Urban Ministry, and the tens of thousands of people that have helped, the millions of dollars that have been given, the literally tens of thousands of volunteers, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of volunteer hours that have been poured in, helped, the millions of dollars. It's kind of staggering to think about those statistics. Yet, all of those statistics are focused on helping the one. No, there are real live human beings that are precious and loved and gifted that need a helping, loving hand. And that's that one person. If we can make that difference in one life, that priceless difference in one life, it's all been worth it. And by the grace of God and the goodness of so many people, we've been able to help not just one, but tens of thousands of people like that. But I always want us to think outside of just the numbers and stats and kind of this abstract stuff, to realize that's a real child that's been helped. That's a real single mom that's been encouraged. That's a real family that's been helped through a difficult situation. That's a real person experiencing homelessness who now has a full belly and a safe place to sleep and a better chance at making better decisions in the next day. My hopes for the coming years for Lafayette Urban Ministry are that we continue to adapt, we continue to evolve, we continue to keep our fingers on the pulse of this community. We continue to do justice and love mercy and walk humbly with God. We start new programs where the community needs them. We proudly and respectfully retire some programs that are no longer needed. We try to serve this community in a way that is full of love, that is self-sacrificial, self-giving kind of love, that is empowering to people. I want to see us continue to tackle basic human needs and uplift the people of Greater Lafayette. I want to hear more stories of people who have been lifted out of poverty and their whole horizon has been expanded, their whole trajectory of their life has been improved because of their connection to Lafayette Urban Ministry. And Lafayette Urban Ministry was there to give them that loving, helping hand up into that next level. And that's my hope for Lafayette Urban Ministry.